Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This week we'll be focusing on interview questions, specifically behavioral questions. Now, why did I decide to do this? I met up with a mentor which specialized in resume and interview tips. So I actually walked through like some typical behavioral interview questions with her and how I would answer them, and she provided me with feedback on it. So hopefully I can help you guys, refresh your brain, refresh your memory on how to best and effectively answer these interview questions. So today's question that we'll be looking at is one that is commonly asked in probably every single interview question. Tell me about yourself. Now, this question is very open-ended and really hard to answer if you don't really know what the employer is looking for, right? So before speaking to my mentor, I would usually answer like, oh, my name is Christy. I'm studying this at this university. And this is my life story into how I got into computer science. This is actually the wrong way of doing it, as my mentor suggested. My mentor was like, this is a common mistake that most people have when answering this question. Employers are not actually interested in like your life story and how you wanted to go into computer science. Instead, they want to get a brief summary of your professional experience. To do this, there's like a format that my mentor gave. I found it to be pretty helpful, so I'll probably try to implement it in my future interviews. Now, what does this entitle? First, you would say, hi, my name is Christy. I am a software developer and I have 5 years of experience. Now, when we say experience, it doesn't only include your technical experience or like your experience as a software developer or whatever role you're applying for. It basically includes like everything. So even like volunteer experience and work that isn't related to the job title you're applying for, because it shows the employer that you do have the mindset of a worker and that you have experience just like in a professional work environment. Now, after saying you have like this many years of experience, you want to break them down into like different categories of experience. So then you can say like, 2 of these 5 years of experience included front-end development using maybe HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, something like that. And then we don't only have to include technical. So you can say like, I also have 1 year of experience volunteering as a teacher, let's just say. Now, you don't have to go too much detail into these because you can let the employer basically ask you about it later. Now, we don't want this to feel too professional and like a work robot kind of thing. So at the end, you would try to include some of your own personal interest and say like, outside of work, I enjoy skiing, I enjoy eating out with my friends, something like that. Now, what I like to do is that I try to look up my employer beforehand and see if there's any interest that I have with them in common, because maybe it'll spark up some interesting conversations during the interview and take some pressure off from these scary interview questions. Now, this is not going to work 100% because it depends on the other employer, but small chance that it'll work will be pretty nice because it'll make you feel more relaxed just talking about something you like. Now, after that, you can ask if the employer wants you to clarify or elaborate on any of your skills and experience that you mentioned. So you can say like, please let me know if there is any skill or experience that you would like me to elaborate more on. By asking this question, you kind of stay in control of where the conversation is going because you know that they will probably ask you on one of your experiences or skills, and then you can just have those prepared rather than having them like throw you a random question, because maybe they're also like panicky, they don't know what to ask, and then they'll just throw you like a really random hard question that you don't know how to answer. So you want to be in control of most of the interview questions so that you are more prepared rather than them throwing some, off the trail questions that you don't know how to answer. So that is all for this question. I like to keep it short and simple so that it's not too much to digest on your guys' end. And hopefully you found it interesting. Now, if there is a interview question that you have in mind that you would like me to cover or like research more about, let me know in the comments below. And otherwise, let me know if you do actually try to implement this strategy and it worked for you. If you guys found this video helpful and liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you guys can keep up with the rest of the interview questions for this week. Anyways, have a great day. See you guys in my next video. Peace.